Anderson finds Una under sa ilalim. Santano
Nice
attack.
pass.
Oh, Thomas with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Hey. Yes!
We're almost a month into the 8th season of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we're coming to you live for the first consecutive day at the One Arena in Cainta, as we have a guy fresh off that big-time performance. Mark Meneses looks primed to take another leap this year for Cebu. They face off against Imus with their prize guard, the pride of Cainta, Jan Salazar, returning to his roots in Cainta, Rizal. He's been averaging 10.5 points and 6.5 assists for the Imus Yankee. Yan po ang magkalaban sa ating main game. The Cebu Greats go up against the Imus Yankee. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Ken Panglinan with Coach Mike Perez. At courtside, we have Miss Lyra Punsalan. And Coach Mike, these are two teams looking for stability. They meet in this South Division matchup.
Yeah, and stability for Cebu really is trying to stay middle of the pack in the South. Samantalang ito namang Imus really trying to shore up a little bit in where they are now in the standings.
And batiin natin yung mga nanonood sa atin live. And please don't forget to subscribe on our official MPBL YouTube channel. We're also live on Tap Sports and on Solar Sports. When we talk about Cebu, their first 5 assignments were pretty tough. And yung nakalaban nila the last time out, itong Bataan, they were 3-1 heading into that matchup, talking about the risers. But behind Dondon Montiveros, who came off the bench, had a 3-point play opportunity. And also Cebu, they had a strong start. 25-5 was the count, and never looked back despite Bataan making their run in the fourth quarter.
I'm sure at the end of the season, they would want to be called the battle-tested Cebu Greats. That was a hard-fought victory in their last game. Aggressively crashed the boards and generated significant second-chance opportunities. +8 pagdating sa points of turnovers. Really showed you the effort of itong Cebu, especially on the defensive end. Not just, interrupting the offense of their opponent, but really scoring off of it.
Simula pa lang, pumukpok na itong Cebu Greats, and they seek their second straight victory going up against the Imus Yankee na nakita natin, Coach Mike, magkaiba yun nangyari sa kanila in their last game. Cebu, magandang start. Imus, siguro gusto nang kalimutan yung nangyari sa kanila because they were down 21-0 in this match.
Yeah, JB Pelenchon led the team with 25. Ralph Robin had 19, but no other players
To the opponent, talking about Imus. So nice nilang bumawi going up against Cebu in our main attraction for tonight. Punta na natin si Richard Campos for starters.
Sports and YouTube channel. It's Cebu Greats versus Imus Yankee in Season 8 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Let's carry on the starting unit for Cebu Greats. At guard number 1, Andre Armenion. Center number 6, Wawi Escocio. 2 guard number 18, Paul Desiderio. At forward number 31, Mark Meneses. The other forward number 22, Simon Camacho. Their head coach is Aldrin Morante, assisted by Willie Generalao from Park Place Subdivision, Barangay San Isidro, together with Lance Inco, team manager John Santos, team representative Sam Lato. Here are for the Imus Yankee. Playing center number 1, Jowish Gracia. At forward number 6, Joseph Marquez. Also at forward number 17, Jetro Sombero. Point guard number 30, Ian Pardo. The other guard number 20, Jordan Rios. Their head coach is Mike Alomot. His assistants are Mike Orquillas, Abi Mangarayan, and Mau Bernabe. Team manager Yanni Magpantay. Our game officials are crew chief Maynard Centeno.
Sonic Fan is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Cebu Greats with a backcourt of Andre Armenion, Paul Desiderio up front, Wawi Escocio, Simon Camacho, and Mark Meneses. Para naman sa Imus Yankee, Ian Pardo, Jordan Rios, Joseph Marquez, Jetro Sombero, and Jowish Gracia. Third game to cap off our slate this Friday. Let's see if Cebu could make it 2 straight victories. They've been alternating wins and losses, Coach Mike. Ganun din yung Imus, no? Pero magkabaliktad yung trajectory nila kasi yung Cebu, win, loss, win, loss, win. Yung Imus, loss, win, loss, win, lose.
I love that you know the pattern, Ken.
Ha?
Di ba? Ako hindi ko na masyado But, you know, itong Imus, definitely yung close win that they had over Bulacan. Everybody thought that finally they were on the right track, pero they met Pasay na talagang nga naman mahirap makalaban ng Pasay kung ganun silang maglaro na napaka-fluid on the offensive end.
Imus in blue, Cebu in white. Gracia hands it off to Ian Pardo, splitting 2 defenders, running into traffic. Sombero, 3-point shot. Rebound by Jordan Rios. Rios had that putback for the game winner against Bulacan. Joseph Marquez, a former Bulacan Kuya, gets things started for Imus.
And clearly, Jordan Rios, nakita mo yung pagkatira na yun, humabol ka agad sa offensive rebound. Parang nagiging natural tendency na yan eh. Pag nakikita niyang yung kakampi niya ay tumira, he always gonna try and crash the offensive board. Si Wawi Escocio, I strongly feel this is a rebirth of Wawi Escocio, and if he's gonna continue to play this way, it'll be good for Cebu.
Sombero, hand off back to Ian Pardo. 8 seconds left on their shot clock.
Spain.
Pardo gets into the paint, using his left hand to bank it in.
So far, very good execution on that second offensive set for Imus. They're trying to go on a down screen, then eventually a Spain action, which ended up with Ian Pardo on that finish.
Meneses, teardrop, no good. Rios naps down his second board. Running start for Ian Pardo. Rios catch and shoot from the outside. Wala. Escocio calls in the board.
Rhythm 3 para kay Jordan Rios.
Armenion with sa pass. Desiderio, straight away free. Wala. Bola na tapik palabas ni Mark Meneses. Imus will gain possession back.
So far, the early possessions here, pretty solid, you know, execution for the Imus Yankees. Very deliberate on their movements, getting to their spots and their actions. Oh, man.
Si Gracia, nagpakawala ng tira galing sa labas. 6-2 start for Imus.
Jowish Gracia. That's a nice name.
Pinaghalo no? Grace and Wish. Jowish Gracia.
Oo nga, no?
Diba? Tres ni Desiderio, pasok yan for Cebu.
One of the more parang creative names that we have here in the MPBL.
Gracia hands it off to Ian Pardo. Crossover
Nice
dribble.
movement.
Whips it to Sombero. Shot fake. Simon Camacho got caught out of position. And he will be called with a foul. Itong 3-point shot na ito, hatid sa atin yan ng Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Well, the only reason that Paul Desiderio actually released that ball is para ma-move niya yung depensang nasa harapan niya. And that handoff back to Paul Desiderio made that defense go under, and that was all the space that he needed.
Sombero hits the first free throw. Former Diligan College player. Played with John Mahari and Robbie Darang on a couple of titles.
Nag-abot sila ni Robbie?
Oo, nag-abot niya.
Oh, okay.
Nag-abot niya mga yan. Si John Mahari, si Robbie Darang.
Under kay Coach Renzi.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Fadeaway shot. No. Tapik. Napunta kay Sombero.
Right
Rios.
middle.
Bola na tapik. Nakuha ni Ian Pardo.
Slip.
They've been showing off on those ball screens.
Yeah.
Itong Cebu. Give and go. Rios. Supalpa. Linabot kay Mark Meneses. Meneses sidestep. Lays it up and in.
Remember when we talked about and we mentioned earlier about Wawi Iscosio? On Mark Meneses, this is his third year. And he is a heck of a player compared to where he was the first time he was in here.
Ibang-iba na yung kumpiyansa.
Oo.
Mark Meneses. Pero one-hander, wala. Bola na tapik, napunta kay Escosio. Tatakbong Cebu. Armenion stopped in his tracks by Pardo, who gives up a foul. Fast break the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
He started really on the defensive end and was off in the running. Nobody stopping Mark Meneses. He never had that confidence in bringing the ball 94 feet down and to think that it will end up with a layup.
Desiderio lumusot. Will lay it in for 2. 5 points for Paul Desiderio.
And so far, Desiderio and Mark Meneses leading the way here for Cebu.
That's the elbow Sombero. Picks it out, Marquez. Quick pass to Ian Pardo. Settles for a 3. Tatalbog palabas yung bola. Possession will go back to Cebu.
Surely you would have loved to see a drive on that end. This was that other one right here. That drive by Paul Desiderio, finger rolling it down through the gut of the defense.
This Cebu squad as Armenion floats it up and in, plus a foul. Playing today without Jude Manzo again, but Armenion stepping up to the plate, starting at the point guard spot.
And very able, very capable of Andre Armenion. Let's not forget how many times Andre has actually played so well in the teams that he's been in. And you mentioned about Cebu. What you have to admire with Cebu is that kind of support that they're getting from their province. And so these guys on the floor have really that passion and that drive to be better, especially here in Season 8.
The hometown hero, Janjan Salazar, is now into the ball game for Imus.
Janjan's a heck of a player.
Robin also in as well. 12-8 in favor of the Grits. Marquez gets to a spot, puts it in with that outside jumper from the baseline.
Walang problema. Medium range, around that area, Balong very comfortable.
Escosio, nabasa yung kanyang pasa. Ralph Robin, siya magbababa ng bola. To the corner they go. Marquez, this time from 3, off to the left. Rebound tracked down by Paul Desiderio. Camacho gives it up. Desiderio from the left wing puts it in from downtown. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL.
That's his favorite space on the floor, no? Left side wing, right about that area. Alam mong mainit na spot yan para kay Paul Desiderio.
Marquez, short stab again. 4 points for Balong Marquez. Desiderio sa corner, heat check. Ball ending up with Escosio. Siya'y pumukol sa 3. Wala rin. May foul na pinito laban sa Cebu. Ay, hindi.
No, Jordan Rios.
It's against Imus.
Yeah. Jordan Rios caught, holding on to Mark Meneses, the full length of Mark Meneses. Out-positioning Jordan Rios in that battle for the board.
Timeout by the Imus Yankee. Cebu is ahead 15-12. Magbabalik kami after the short break.
Yeah, see right there, the minutes of Mark Meneses. Kita mo yung three-point shooting. That's the glaring change for Mark Meneses. A 38.4 shooting clip from a big man who rarely took shots from beyond. And that is why, offensively, ang taas rin ng involvement niya sa offensive end. His usage rate at 20 plus just shows you that yung trust ng kanyang mga teammates na isama siya dun sa activity nila sa opensiba.
Cebu has a great mix of players, Coach Mike.
Agree. A good mix of players with dedication to Cebu. And that drive really is what's fueling this team.
Imus behind by 5 points. Imagine, they only had their first practice 5 days prior to that opening game against Rizal. And yet, they were able to blow out Rizal, who right now is such a strong team. You take away that performance they had against Cebu, but just going back to the grades, the way they open up that game, Desiderio hits his third triple of the ball game for a total of 11 points. And they have served notice in the South as one of possibly the dark horse, if not a contender in that division, Coach Mike.
I'll talk about yung bigat na mga unang nakalaban nitong Rizal team. See a bucket right there by John. I'm telling you, John Salazar definitely has got game. But going back to that discussion about Rizal, totoo naman yun, yung laro nila ng sa Cebu. Maybe may konting gigil ng onte at sobrang prepared naman tong Cebu. Pinahirapan rin talaga sila ng Cebu.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Pinadaan sa likod, Jordan Rios, numakaw nun.
3x3 yung mga galawan. Nasanay sa mga short game in the half court. Ito si Jordan Rios. John with another 3.
Puts it in from downtown. 5 quick points for John Salazar.
And he's solid from the field. Picking his spots. Siguro malamang ang daming beses niya na naglaro dito sa One Arena na ito.
Joining a plethora of players making their homecoming here.
See this move right here by John Salazar. A little bit confusion there as I think that was Andre Armiñon who tried to go under. Mix up and free him up top for that 3.
Young at the line. A friendly bounce on the first. Cebu is ahead 21-19. So hindi 21-0 compared to that game against Pasay. Imus doing much better today. Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
O tsaka napakaganda ng simula ng Imus dito. Very deliberate on both ends. They're not rushing. They're getting to their actions. They got 3 seconds though to go.
Salazar!
Oh my goodness!
He backs it in to beat the buzzer.
Iba talaga pag sa home ka naglalaro.
Playing inspired basketball at the moment. 8 points. All quick ones. Pyong slides in. Tatalbog paloob.
The shot should count.
Nice pass from Ron Denison.
Ron initially had a look, but saw a defense that closed out, moved in a little bit closer. That defense peeled off Abrigo over to Ron Denison, which freed up that show by Alvin Baitiong.
Baitiong completes the 3-point play. 25-22, a minute and 12 left in quarter number 1. Ralph Robin gets into the paint. Abrigo can hit that shot. Can get that one to fall. Meneses grabs and goes. Meneses with a strong drive to the cup.
Did you see this from Mark Meneses previous seasons? Hindi, no? Iba talaga yung kumpiyansa niya ngayon He was bringing down that ball with an intent to score. Not to pass,
Yeah.
to score.
Robin. Over Don Reverente. And he hits it from beyond the arc.
I was going to say we haven't had a field goal yet from Ralph Robin from the outside.
Beityong will be called for an offensive foul. As Cam Salazar fought through that pick. 24 seconds left. High scoring first quarter.
Good activity too.
Salazar will take his time. Cebu not yet in penalty.
Oh, wow.
Salazar, the crossover. Backdoor caught, rejected. Sent back to the friend zone by Mark Meneses. That is his second block of the ball game.
Probably two of the best big man position playing guys in Mark Meneses and Jordan Rios. Jordan getting the shorter end of it.
Leaning in, Ralph Robin, wala. Still time for Imus Marquez to beat the buzzer. It's gone from downtown. That will certainly count for Balong Marquez.
A smoking hot start here for the Imus Yankees. Very inspired. A missed shot by Ralph Robin. Battle for the boards. Balong really just let this one fly. They got time. That's good.
Got it off in the nick of time. Balong Marquez. The Imus Yankee. A much better outing in quarter number 1. The Cebu Greats, they had the lead for the most part here in the first quarter, but credit Imus for fighting back, Coach Mike.
Oo, and patuloy na, sinasabayan lang. Paul Desiderios had 11 points and 3 of 5 from 3. Important thing here is he's taking his shots without any hesitations. So long as he sees that spot, he will take it. But on the other end, Jan Salazar coming midway of the first quarter and quickly on a 2 of 2 shot makes from 3 and 8 points. And he's just been so good playing at home.
8 points in 5 minutes for Jan Salazar. Lamang ang Imus over Cebu, 28-27 at the end of 1.
You're still tuned in to the MPBL. Alam ni Coach Aldrin Morante that building a winning system takes more than just talent. And that's where Coach Dondon Hontiveros comes in. He gives huge credit to Coach Dondon for helping guide their veteran-heavy squad into a structure built on sharp half-court execution and relentless high-pressure defense. Di na daw to about just having great names. It's about making the greats fully buy into one identity. At ngayon, we see Coach Dondon not just mentoring. He's suiting up too, looking to help Cebu build even more in their growing momentum. Leadership on the bench and on the floor, delikado. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. The mantra continues. Making Cebu great again. And you have the Cebuano hotshot. Part of the roster, played his first game against Bataan. Hit a free. Unang tira pa lang ngayon, ha?
Yeah.
He hit one at the tail end of the first quarter.
And you like always, definitely yung influence ni Dondon Hontiveros. Well, in the country, and I'm sure pretty special for Cebu in his value and his veteran leadership. Much appreciated by Coach Aldrin and the guys from on that bench.
Imagine, at 49 years old, Dondon Hontiveros still going strong.
Oh, yeah. And he still looks like he can run with the best of them.
Kaya nga eh. Kapantayan niya si Fuentes. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Salazar, no!
Oh!
Three-pointer!
My!
Money!
You know what? Some of the coaches would tell you it matters when the clock is winding, what time is left on the clock, who is taking the shot, and where's the defense from. Right there on that very long spot. As you see that drive by Don Reverente, Jan Salazar, he's 3 out of 3 from outside.
Great pass though earlier by Hontivero, setting up that Reverente basket. 31-29. Salazar making this his personal playground. Almost got a friendly bounce.
He was feeling it. He checked.
Denison. Great two-man game between him and Baipyong. Can't finish though as Alvin. Second crack added for Cebu. May foul sa ilalim before the shot.
Ralph Robin got sealed underneath by Don Reverente.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Just a one more from one of the really good medium-range shooters in Don Ontiveros. Understood. I have a driver the other end. Gotta give it up to him.
Ontiveros to Heruela. Back to Don. Left free for a free. Can't get that one to fall by Pyong. Tumatrabaho sa ilalim. Getting the putback.
Talagang tumatrabaho si Alvin Baitiong. Trying to secure an offensive rebound and extend the possession for the Greats.
Score is tied. Ball staying with Imus.
This is a pretty strong five for Cebu. Huh? Offense and defense. These guys definitely can play both ends of the floor. Ron Denison, Alvin Baitiong, of course Don Ontiveros. You have Heruela and Reverente.
Si Don Ontiveros hindi halatang magpo-49 na next month.
Oo nga eh.
Seriously, he's physique. His look.
Yeah. He's fit. And then tsaka yung yung mobility, no? Parang halos wala nawawala eh. Even the reflexes.
O tayong mutigi kung sa tira doon ni Ralph Robin. Alam mo, may tanong ako sa'yo.
Oh.
Bakit ba tinatawag? Di ba? Tinanong, kamaya natin pag-usapan yan dahil may unsportsmanlike foul na tinawag laban sa Imus. Bumagsak si Don Reverente.
Well, that one we didn't see. That pass ahead. Oh, that was on Sombero.
Don Reverente also
Sold it. Yeah, sold it. Yeah.
Kasi parang di naman tinamaan sa ulo eh. O, tulak lang.
Well, tulak pero hindi ganun kalakas. Parang
Yung reaction kasi ni Reverente, it seemed like it was a hit on the head.
yeah. I thought he wanted to sell it as unspo.
Oo, yun nga eh. Okay, babalik na tayo sa topic natin, Coach Mike. Bakit, di ba, tinanong ni si Benson de La Paz nagtanong nito eh.
Oh.
Bakit ba pag pangit yung shooting, maalat?
Oh.
Pero yung shooting ni Don Ontiveros,
Walang kaalat-alat yan.
matamis.
Oo. Napakatamis niyan. Kita mo naman yung bitaw pa lang.
Another free knockdown by the Cebuano hot shot. Extending or giving the lead back to Cebu, 34-31. Robin, pass deflected. Salazar recovers, puts it up.
My.
Buries the trifecta. Jan Salazar with 14 points.
This is a ridiculous shooting by Jan Salazar from beyond. He's what, 4 out of 5?
Yeah. Ontiveros off the bounce. Lost it. Out of bounds. Bola babalik sa Imus.
Oh, he's really feeling it right now. See that ball movement? Ito yung matamis na release ng tira ni Don Ontiveros. And then sa kabila, yung recovery ni Jan. Pinabayaan lumampas ang depensa ni Heruela. And look for that made shot. 4 out of 5 from 3. Impressive.
Eh, pinag-uusapan namin ni Coach Christian to eh. Pag tumama sa side ng backboard, bakit ba ang tawag patay ang butiki? Ba't hindi pwedeng patay ipis, patay lamok? Diba? Kasi tama pala ipis. Ipis lang. Kasi gumagapak din naman yun eh. Diba sa mga dingding. Ralph Robin, back-to-back triples for Imus. MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Habang pinag-uusapan natin yan tungkol dyan, hindi tayo matapos dahil patuloy na bumubuslo ang mga tres nito mga to. Ito pa isa.
Heruela, he will miss. Trial Mecca, put back attempt, no good. Ralph Robin doesn't have the numbers. He attacks though. Can't finish. Running start for Brian Mecca. He is ahead. Will lay it up and in.
A good finish right there by Brian Mecca. You understood, he had that space ahead of him and a good read by Heruela, understanding a pitch ahead.
Salazar guarded by Brian Mecca.
Backdoor.
Marquez against Lon Reverente. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step back jumper from from Janjan Salazar. Wala. Jordan Rios with his second offensive rebound.
I'm telling you,
Also a foul.
Jordan Rios definitely has got that knack for offensive rebounds. He should not be surprised anymore. This was that fast break with that finish by Brian.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Played for St. Clair College of Caloocan, Jordan Rios hits the first free throw. 38-36 in favor of the Imus Yankee. Tatlo na ang lamang nila. Brian Heruela. Got it back from Meneses. Bola na tapik by Tiong at the corner. Facing a double team. Pontiveros lost it out of bounds. And the pesky defense of Imus giving Cebu problems.
Oh, yung double dun sa short corner with Alvin Baitiong, he wasn't going anywhere. And yung pasa niya medyo nasa likod ni Dondon Ontiveros and it was tough to catch.
Past the halfway point of the second period. Salazar. One-on-one against Brian Mecca. Extreme ang subok at kompleto ang plans brand ng Pilipinas. Jowish Gracia. Mintes yung tres. Meneses with another board. Meneses, dire-derecho. Dumps it down low. Floater is up, no good from Baitiong. Salazar on the other end. Ralph Robin for free. Niluwalang. Heruela. Met by Salazar. Great transition defense by Imus. Pontiveros on the other side. He buries the three-pointer.
And quickly when Brian Mecca got that pass from top of the key, he knew who to find. Dondon Ontiveros, weak side wing, buries that three.
Back. Second triple of the game rather for Dondon Ontiveros. Rios gustong bawiin. And he does. Imus also shooting the lights out from beyond the arc. 8 of 16. That last free from Rios giving them this 3-point lead.
An impressive shooting brought about by excellent ball movement from both ends. This time, that little pass and one more, ending up with Dondon Ontiveros. This time, trying to get Jordan Rios going on a little 2-foot stop on that three make.
Two calls for time. We'll be right back.
Back into the game.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Galing ng FD natin yun.
Ay, oo, iba talaga.
Maklase.
Sana kung makukuhanan lang natin yung FD natin, minsan may chance na it's very rare that we're joined by an FD of this level.
Sugar Emerita, Zaldi Vilubid, and Rudy Distrito.
Yep. Always very busy on every game day.
Pontiveros tried to locate Kit Ariar, facing off against his former team. Played for the Imus Brotherhood last season.
Oo nga pala, si Kent nasa Cebu na rin, ano?
Yeah.
That's another good piece. Boy, this Cebu roster is also stacked.
Just like inbound Pontiveros, catch and shoot. He
No
has caught
problem.
fire The Cebuano hotshot with his third triple.
The 29-year-old is knocking down threes.
Will turn 49
My God.
next month. Still looking good, Don Hontiveros.
Oh yeah, he is. Without a doubt.
Playing defense, Ralph Robe. Can't hit the three from the right corner.
Look at him.
Hontiveros, heat check.
Incoming.
Same spot. That time a miss. Gets it back. Working on Jordan Rios. This time put some arc onto it. Nipis pa din.
Tried a little rucker before letting go that shot.
Tumitaw yung bitaw, nandun pa rin talaga.
Oh.
What a pass inside. Rios in traffic. Absorbs contact. Makes it anyway. And a bonus free throw coming up after getting fouled.
And if you're in need of a guy that does everything for you, especially inside the paint, Jordan Rios is your man. Gets inside, scores through traffic, doesn't matter the bump, he's gonna be good.
Jordan Rios with a bonus. This free throw brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 10 points and 6 rebounds for Jordan Rios.
Solid gaming rin talaga to si Jordan Rios.
CJ Payawal also coming in.
Yeah. The roster of Cebu is infinite.
Wala pa si Jun Manso dyan.
Oo nga.
Saka si Kuya JR Ganyan.
Tsaka it matters in a very long season, no?
Yeah.
The deeper you are, the more guys that can, you know, alternate in different games.
And when you consider how this team was brought up, Coach Mike, remember last season where they were under a different management, things went south. And then nagsipasok sila Paul Desiderio, Jude Manso, Jer Kimiyahan. And they brought life, certainly life back onto the Cebu Greats. Changed their name from the Cebu, ano ba sila? Cebu Classics sila nung una, di ba?
Classics nung una.
Tapos ngayon, naging Cebu Greats, made that incredible run in making the play-in. They were just one game short of making it to the playoffs.
And Cebu's very special because, to me, because remember when they revamped and changed rosters? See a good drive there by Balong Marquez. They were the ones who covered their first game in Pampanga, right?
Tama.
Tayong dalawa. And so that one to me was very memorable because it started off, their run in their very first season. The drive right there by Balong, able to beat that defense, got that step ahead, and a clean finish.
What's even more surprising for Imus is we're almost done in the first half and they have yet to commit a turnover.
Oh yeah, exactly. Remember having attempted 33 attempts already without a turnover.
To make things even better, they've had a lot of deflections already, Coach Mike.
On the defensive end, that's right.
Really, what's keeping Cebu in it is them having more rebounds compared to Imus.
Correct. Nice fake.
Shot
Good
fake.
shot.
Tumira sa tres.
shot.
Lista mo na for Balong Marquez. And Imus has opened up a 9-point lead.
A 50% three-point shooting in the first half for Imus right here. Little step back, allowed that defense of Mark Meneses to fly and really just finds a rim ready to receive that shot.
Yeah, but timeout by Cebu. Will be right back. under a minute left in the first half. Cebu is down by 9. Napaka-antikas talaga ng floor director natin, no?
Di ko nakita yun
Ha?
Di ko nakita.
Turnover again against Cebu. Imus a chance to make this lead up to double figures. Sombero against Simon Camacho. They go back to Ian Pardo. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Pivots, moves away against one of the premier shot blockers, and Simon Camacho makes it anyway, and it's now up to 11 the lead, 53-42. Armenion answers right back with a mid-range jumper.
Too easy for Andre Armenion. Imus now trying to close out this half.
Jordan Rios will not get it off in time. And the first half comes to a close. What a performance after that disappointing output they had in that last matchup against Pasay. Malo Marquez and the rest of Imus bouncing back in resounding fashion here in the first 2 quarters.
This might be the closest to a perfect half any team could have. Your team shoots 52% from the field, you're 50% from the three-point line, you make all your free throws, and you never committed a turnover. A heck of a half for Imus in this game.
53-44 our score at the half.
Win the game. Easy lang with Sports Plus.
Spot will reset to 100,000 pesos. At every game day na walang makaka-complete ng challenge, madadagdagan ito ng 50,000 pesos hanggang sa umabot uli ng 1 million pesos. And for today, our prize pot is 300,000 pesos. Ito na yung ating challenger, si Edison Morillo mula sa Cainta Rizal. Mukhang ready na itong si Edison. You will be given 45 seconds to complete a layup, free throw, 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Kapag na-shoot mo lahat ng yan in 45 seconds, you will win 300,000 pesos from the official sportsbook of the MPBL Sports Plus. Are you ready for the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge? 3, 2, 1, go! Yun, galingan mo, Edison. 300,000 yan. 38 seconds. Come on, take your best shot. Sa free throw. You can do better than that. Alam ko, yakang-yakang mo yan, Edison. Baka kulang sa palakpakan. Come on! Cheer natin si Edison Morillo. Konti na lang, Edison. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. Parang enjoy na enjoy si Edison sa free throw. Hoy! 3, 2, 1. Alright! Sayang! Di umabot. Good effort pa rin for Edison Morillo. You will be going home with Sports Plus merch. Once again, thank you for joining sa ating mga kaliga. Check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join at baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na! Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 89 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Our halftime score is 53-44 in favor of the Imus Yankee over the Cebu Greats. Coach Mike, what an amazing performance by Imus after that atrocious first half in that game against Pasay. They bounced back here against Cebu, who is coming off that big victory over Bataan, pero maganda yung performance ng Imus at least in the first 2 quarters.
Actually, maganda para yung shooting ng dalawang teams. And I like that you alluded to yung performance before nitong Imus. Huge turnaround come the first half of this game. But pretty much mahaba pa ito, pero ang ganda na pinapakita ng both teams. Shooting above 40, 52% matter of fact para sa Cebu. 3-point shooting even more impressive, 50% for Imus and 40% for Cebu. It's the turnovers though, that's the huge difference. You don't commit any turnovers and then you score off the 9 points of the 5 turnovers that you forced on Cebu.
Paul Desiderio led the way, had all 11 of his points in the first quarter. Donon Hentiveros settled for 9 points, buoyed by 3 triples. But how about this one, Coach Mike? Already 3 guys in double figures for Imus. Walong Marquez with 15, Janjan Salazar with 14, Jordan Rios doing it in points and rebounds, 10 points and 7 boards for Jordan Rios.
That could have been 4 of them actually, because nakamintis na ng shot make within the perimeter itong si Ralph Robin. So that could have been 4 players in double digits para dito sa Imus. And I covered that game against Bulacan. What's impressed on me is the half-court set is clearly something that they execute to near perfection para dito sa Imus. And Coach Mike Calomo definitely has done an excellent way of telling these guys how to play in the half-court while playing a lot of defense, especially on deflections in the passing lanes.
Third quarter underway. Biggest question, Coach Mike, for Imus is can they sustain this for the rest of the game? Donon Ontiveros certainly seems like he could sustain that hot shooting. Already has 4 triples for a total of 12 points.
Oh, without a doubt. Alam mo naman kung ano ang kakayanan pagdating sa shot making sa labas kay Don Ontiveros. And I seriously think that he is continue to shoot. Meantime, sagutan lang talaga itong dalawang teams na ito here.
Ontiveros, pinabayaan sa 3. That time a miss. Imus dodging a bullet. Interesting 5 on the floor they have. Ian Pardo, Joish Gracia,
For
Pedro
Imus.
Sombero, Fuentes there, and Gian Abrigo. Fuentes, high arcing free. No good.
My.
Abrigo, offensive rebound. Can't put it back in. Ice Ontiveros, we're now seeing the first time that a father and son duo is on the floor. Remember, Ice Ontiveros did not suit up. He was in uniform, but he wasn't fielded in that first game against Bataan. So this is a history in the making.
Oh, pareho on the floor at the same time, no? This is something special for this father and son combo.
Alam mo, saktong-sakto. Tinanong ko si Ice nagwa-warm up siya nung halftime. Kailan kaya siya papasok kasama ng tatay? At right on cue, narinig yata ni Coach Aldrin. Meanwhile though, you have Simon Camacho laying it up and in plus a foul.
A little hot stove screen right there on that drive by Don Ontiveros, and a quick pivot on a downhill para dito kay Simon Camacho. And sa dami ng nilaro ng ganong klaseng activity, makikita talaga yun ni Don.
trims the gap to 6. Biggest lead was at 11 points. Fuentes, balik kay Gian Abrigo. Imus having trouble generating offense. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Pardo working on ice. Hontiveros running into traffic. Bola na agaw ni Simon Camacho. First turnover against Imus.
That's an unspo. Abrigo clearly frustrated by that, switch of possessions. I think that's the first turnover so far in this game. See that turnover by Ian Pardo, and off to the races. Bumps into Simon Camacho. And Mark Meneses is ready to claim the other end. Oh, just a push. All right.
Yeah.
Good enough. Fair enough. Kasi airborne na siya, no? Kanina. Airborne na siya. And you see how Imus, after their first turnover, really talking to each other now. Walang nagsisisihan, walang whatever. Everybody just, converging over to Coach Mike Calomot and hearing out instructions. You play on the next possession.
Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Hontiveros being pressured by Ian Pardo.
Tsaka maganda dito sa pagsabay ni Don at saka ni Ice. Walang kasi when they're not forcing it. They're really just still playing within the flow of the game.
4 seconds left on a shot clock. Layup by Meneses. He got clipped in the arm. 2 free throws coming up.
And Jethro wants a review. He says hindi niya inabot si Mark.
Coach Mike was thinking about challenging it. Coach Mike Calomot.
Yep.
Meneses at the line. Imus playing today without Reggie Boy Basibas and JP Belenchon. Mark Meneses, just to provide context on his growth. Last season, he had 9 double-double performances, including 16 games that he had at least 10 rebounds. His biggest performance was against Jensen with 23 points, 15 rebounds. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, but has managed to outdo himself with that big-time performance he had the last time out, Coach Mike.
And every other stat that you see about Mark Meneses, it's either excellent or average when it comes to thresholds or to qualify kung anong klase ng numero meron siya. He's just been so good. He's close to a 70% free throw shooter. He's a 38% three-point shot maker. He's 56% overall from the field. And the way that he takes care of the ball is really just impressive. The growth, leaps and bounds para dito kay Mark Meneses.
Imus whistled with a shot clock violation. That's their second turnover already, after not committing any in the first half.
Oh, and I strongly feel that really is influenced by yung defense rin nitong Cebu.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Camacho, umikot. The lefty finish. Gorgeous move from Simon Camacho.
What's that they always say? Specialty of the house. Definitely a good one from Simon Camacho. Leaving it on the right side and spinning the other way.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. The Macho Man flexing his muscles. Simon Camacho with a pirouette, losing his defender. And the Cebu Greats making up some ground quickly. This lead down to 2, 56-54. Timeout, Imus.
Sumasaya kapag may damay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket na.
Welcome back to the MPBL, all about waking up defensively. Coach Aldrin Morante immediately called out the ball watching and defensive lapses because right now, yung maliliit pa daw ang pumapatay sa kanila. He specifically pointed to Robin, Salazar, and Rios, stressing that they're creating too easily whenever they want. The fakes, lagyan ng konting bangga, disrupt the rhythm, and stop giving them clean looks. On top of that, Coach Aldrin made it clear, trabahuhin ng offensive boards, more physicality, more second chances, and more urgency. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. It seemed like for Imus, they really got comfortable in that first half, not committing a single turnover. And to the credit of Cebu, they have responded well. They have forced a couple here in the third, and they have caught back down by just 2 points.
And so, in other words, you know, the message really of Coach Alden is you have to make them feel. I mean, it's too easy for them on the offensive end. We haven't really gotten that physical. Ito yung foul, patapos na sana, bumunggu pa.
Uy, paubos na yung shot
Paubos
clock
na eh. Ano na eh. Pa-buzzer na yung 24.
Field goals in favor of Cebu. 3 out of 5. 1 out of 3 lang for Imus. At the post, Abrigo forcing it up over Reverente. Not a good idea.
Definitely not a good idea at all. That's not one of the best plays that you can come up with down on the low block. Multiple dribbles, then a shot.
Peros up and under. No good. Putback is up and in from Simon Camacho.
Couple of lengthy wings combining in that last sequence for the greats.
Camacho with 9 points, 4 assists. A steal in the block as well. 56 all.
Now, Ice Ontiveros getting into that foul, but I'm sure Coach Aldrin loves that they are now playing a little bit more physicality, a little up and under against Abrigo. A missed shot by Don, but Simon, the macho man, was there to clean it up.
12 to 3/4 for Cebu after trailing by 9 earlier in the half. Marquez, paubos na naman ang shot clock laban sa Imus.
Oh, and that's another foul. Jowish is actually doing a good job of sealing against Ontiveros. Ice, in this case, down on the middle. Ice was pretty much on an island against Jowish Gracia, and he has timed it well kung kailan niya sisilan ito si Ice Ontiveros.
MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. They locate Jowish Gracia inside. He earned himself 2 free throws after getting fouled.
Jowish Gracia so far this quarter is the most fouled player by Imus. And he just keeps on moving. Tied game at 56, 5:44. Third frame. So much better defense by Cebu.
Swak na swak yung unang free throw ni Jowish Gracia. Bumulong palabas yung pangalawa. Camacho bring the ball down for Cebu. Chance to take the lead on this possession. Interesting fight they have on the floor.
Nice pass.
Meneses, the vision, setting up Simon Camacho. And they take the lead, 58-57.
And to me, that's what the three-point shooting of Mark Meneses does. You know, you have to be on him, down on that three. And with his height, he can see weak side action. That time around, Simon Camacho. Meantime, we got another foul here. And they continue to attack the paint, itong Imus. They also are doing the right thing. See this here. Defense goes unders. You know, nobody checking on Simon Camacho on that backside. Coaches always tell you, inside, backside. That time he hit Simon with that pass.
Usually, siya yung recipient yan.
Oo. Pero gusto mo yung control niya, no?
Ah.
Yung composed ba na hindi nararatel. I already picked up my dribble.
Gracia at the line again. Short
Split
yung pangalawa.
Yeah, split niya ulit yung pangalawa.
Really, when you look at Cebu's lineup on the floor, they're not playing with a natural point guard.
Yes.
And yet they've managed to catch up. 58 all. Salazar dancing with Mark Meneses. Meneses standing his ground, keeping in step. Salazar nakalusot, pumihit, pinasa palabas. Ralph Robin for free. It's good!
Goodness. Talk about getting the defense committed on that end of the floor. Jan Salazar creating through traffic, able to find an open Ralph Robin incoming. Oh my.
3 for a 3. Dondon Hontiveros nailing his 5th three-pointer for a total of 15 points.
Superb execution by both Imus and Cebu. We are getting a quality game here. Uh-oh, watch out below.
Meneses will slam it home off a steal. Action picking up in the third quarter. 4 minutes left. Cebu with a 2-point lead. Marquez hands it off to Jan Salazar. Step back, long 2-point shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, Rios and Reverente. Two former teammates going at it.
Ang ganda ng labanan na yun sa rebounding. Jordan Rios and Dondon Reverente.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. The jab, deflecting the pass, finishing the fast break was Mark Meneses.
And what's really something to like about Mark Meneses in this version of his this year, he's playing the full length of the floor. He is averaging close to 1 steal per game, and close to 1 block per game. It tells you he's playing paint and he's playing the passing lanes as well.
Rios getting a split at the line. 63-62. Andre Armenion checking in
Nice
for
pass.
Ice Hontiveros. Down low. Escocio muscling his way through. Count it plus a foul.
Beautiful pass by Simon Camacho. Always when that ball is up high, that high-low is always a threat. And when you have a Wowie Escocio that puts up a really good base, a shot fake and a one dribble escape, you know you got a good find in Wowie underneath.
Wowie Escocio played for Davao Occidental last season. Hits the free throw, 66-62.
And Wowie means business here when playing for Cebu. He's focused. He understands what they want to do. Uh-oh.
Meneses soars and scores off another steal by Cebu.
Mark Meneses, he's got, what, 12
10 points.
or 10 points now.
10 points and 6 rebounds. Robin gets to his spot. Straight but long on that three. Ball saved by Armenion. They whip it to Ontiveros. Spots up for free. Lista mo na! 6 3-pointer for Dondon Hontiveros.
House on fire. Dondon Ontiveros. 6 of 10 from 3.
2.5 remaining in the third. What about this performance? Vintage Cebuano hot shot. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. This was the steal by Armenion, setting up this layup by Mark Meneses.
Clear lane path to that drive for Mark Meneses. But again, you really have to go back to that 6th made 3 of Dondon Ontiveros. 15 minutes of play so far for Dondon. He even claims na yun nga, sinisenyas niya, tinamaan siya sa Siko on that 6th 3-point triple make of his in this game.
And doing it in just 15 minutes, 18 points, 6 out of 10 from beyond the arc.
Inside, once again, Wowie working.
Supalpal, inabot niya ay Gracia that time. He tried to power up again, but lost the basketball in the process.
Joe is actually playing pretty good quality minutes,
Oh.
para dito sa Imus. You saw that basket earlier by Wawi Scotia, but that was not an easy one because he just kept raising his hand against that short shot by Wawi. Nice drive.
Robin, binomba pa. Had to change his shot. Escocio is ahead. Desiderio does not see him.
Oh, that's a three.
Traveling laban kay Simon Camacho. Did not believe the call.
Oh, yeah. I thought, well, that was a quick one. I thought he really just faced the other way without moving that other foot. I may be wrong, but at least from our vantage point, that was the... Oh, no!
Meneses again. He slams it home with two hands this time.
Wow. Mark Meneses is on a tear. Playing the passing lane, second steal of the game for in this quarter, and just breaking out with that slam.
12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks for the very impressive Mark Meneses.
And he moves his feet very well on the defensive end.
Making it tough for Balong Marquez. Altering that shot by Magpantay, and finally Escocio secures the rebound.
Another run on its way.
Desiderio, nasa kay Meneses.
He's gonna take it.
What a pass inside, Escocio for 2.
That's another instance, Ken, where the three-point shooting of Mark Meneses now is well respected by their opponents. He could have let him take that shot, pero binantayan mo pa rin kasi alam mo may bitaw eh.
Ako sa palagay ko yung decision making.
Oo, isa
ni
pa
Mark
yun.
Meneses.
Yeah,
Yung
yeah.
pinakamalaking growth na nakikita natin sa kanya ngayon, Coach Mike.
Agree. And all these, things that he's unlocked on the facet of his game has really, blossomed into something that has broadened the spectrum of ways that he can play you on the floor.
Time winding down in the third quarter. Armenion slides in to lay it up and in. Robin. Still time for Imus. Floater is up and good to beat the buzzer. But boy, a 22-point turnaround by the Cebu Greats. They were trailing by 9 at the half, Coach Mike. And that spirited performance of Simon Camacho, Mark Meneses, and Don Hontiveros. But look at this. Clearly, it will count for Ralph
should
Robin.
count. That should count. That's a 31-point quarter let go by Cebu, founded on good defense and sound offensive execution.
How about the Cebuano hot shot? Firing on all cylinders. 18 points, 6 of 10 from beyond the arc, 3 assists in just 15 minutes of playing time. Mark Meneses, also phenomenal. Once again, 12 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Flashing his all-around brilliance and athleticism. And Cebu wreaking havoc in the third. They lead heading to the fourth, 77-64 over Imus.
Steps back into the game. What a commitment can he make? And what a steal. That way is going to even out the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? Wipes out. Wins the game.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Back with us here in the fourth quarter, where Cebu has turned things around and now lead by 13. Just to correct myself earlier, Coach Mike, pangalawa na pala na father and son tandem na naglaro.
Yeah, kasi sila Marlu.
Saka si,
Yeah.
si Matthew
Matthew, right.
sa Bacoor. So, maraming salamat sa ating grain producer na si Jeff Evangelista for that very important piece of
Oo.
information.
GP saves the day.
Well, GS trying to save the day. JJS, that is. Jan Salazar. May Gab Salazar kasi kanina eh.
Oo nga eh. Ganda ng peke na yun. Kinuha sa kabila. Nakaabang doon sa kabila si Mark Meneses. So, you know, yung lakas ng loob nito ni Jan Salazar na kuhanin yung dukot na yun sa kabila kahit na nandun nakaabang si Mark Meneses na meron ng, I think, 2 blocks in this game.
17 points for Salazar. Let's go to Lyra.
A full circle moment for Jan Salazar coming back to his hometown Cainta, surrounded by cheers, banners, and hometown love in the same place where he once faced early career struggles. Pero isang bagay daw ang di nagbabago, that never say die spirit. Nakitang-kita naman sa performance niya now. Beyond the court, TikTok enthusiast na rin daw siya, sharing behind-the-scenes moments, team travels, and real player life. From hometown kid to hometown inspiration, Cainta is clearly still riding with him. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Si Jan, actually, naging teammate niya si Bismarck Lina sa UST Tiger Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
Mga nakalaban nila dyan, sila Carl Tamayo, Kevin Tiambao, si Harold Alarcon.
Yeah. Iba rin ang bit-bit na kumpiyansa nito ni Jan.
That was made quite a role for Imus.
Oh, no.
Ball stolen away. Ron Denison is ahead. Will lay it in. Lead back up to 13 points, 80-67. Quick timeout by Imus. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Well, we speak a lot about the offense and the mix, but really, it's the 6 turnovers that San Juan forced, or rather that Cebu has forced here against Imus after a very tight defensive third quarter, and they started off with another steal, another turnover.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. At bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakal. Todo sa
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to pay. Visit www.sportsplus.ph.
And continued itong spirited effort nitong Imus right now. That's a dribbling violation clearly from Jordan Rios. And he put that ball on rest and then he dribbled that again.
Yeah, 13-point lead for Cebu right now. Ron Denison, Mark Meneses, Brian Heruela,
Stagger.
Wawe Scosio, and Paul Desiderio.
Man.
Shot fake, Desiderio releasing that pass. Denison for 3. It's good. Cebu just on fire in the second half.
And the first one to applaud really was Coach Aldrin.
Manny Payne, the digital wallet built for the community.
Oh no, another steal.
Meneses, slam dunk pa ulit. Nilapag na lang.
Oo. Tsaka sa laki ng stride niya, no? He can quickly get into passing lanes and let alone, his reach.
Ang galing niya mag-anticipate eh. He has really come out of his own.
Agree. Back when he was playing for the Heat Waves, he was a very hesitant player, but knew that he can play. He was given minutes by Coach Gerson Cabiltes. At certain moments, especially when they need the defensive stops, he would be in there. Matter of fact, he led the league in blocks per game. Even from the last season, he was also up there alongside Raven Gonzalez.
Yeah.
But man, the way that his, to your point, decision-making and reads have evolved, brought about a different type of player in Mark Meneses this season for Cebu.
Last season, Coach Mike, nagampanan na talaga niya yung role niya, which was being an energy guy, grab rebounds.
Yes.
But this season, I just feel like he took another step in terms of him being more involved in the offense, being more confident in his decision making, and add to that with his increasing intensity on the defensive end. Man, sky's the limit for Cebu if he ever figures things out completely for their squad.
And if he keeps going this way, I am for sure he is going to be ending up as one of the primary candidates to our most improved player this season, without a doubt.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong compliance brand ng Pilipinas. Mintis yung tres that time ni Mark Meneses. Simon Camacho also was huge in the third. High-low play, Sombrero sa ilalim for 2. 16-point lead, 87-71.
A good read after, i-trail pababa si Jowish ni Paul Desiderio. Ball stop and, just a good high-low. Again, Wawi is coach going to work.
Just brute force and strength from Wawi Escocio. 12 points, 6 rebounds. Robin takes the 3. No. Running start. Desiderio. Smart play. Tapping it below. Setting up Mark Meneses. 16 points for Mark Meneses. Alam mo, di na ako maugulat. Gagawan na ni Richard Tapos ang nickname ko si Mark Meneses.
Malamang mabansag niya.
Ha?
Malamang tingin ko.
Alam ang favorite nickname na nakoy ni Richard Tapos, yung game announcer natin para sa'yo. Mamaya babalikan natin yan, ha? May timeout muna tayo. Imus, Yankee burning their final timeout. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. They're behind by 20.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat tao'y pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pagpakay.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong plans brand ng Pilipinas.
Ito yung pang-anim ni Dondon. Ito yung sabi niya na tinamaan pa nga siya dun sa siko.
Humihingi pa siya ng foul.
Actually, hinihingi niya yung foul kila Comeme.
Oo nga. Doon siya nakatingin.
Doon siya nakatingin.
Short on the jumper, Alvin Baitiong. They're doing this without June Manzo, their top scorer. Juan Heruela struggling, scoreless. And yet, other guys have filled the void. Mainly, Wawi Escocio, Paul Desiderio, Simon Camacho, Mark Meneses, and the Cebuano hotshot, Dondon Hontiveros, all scoring in double figures for Cebu.
Remember that moment when you mentioned about walang point guard sa loob itong Cebu? At that time, I felt they really went more to length and size advantage. And then trusted that, in philosophies of play nila wouldn't really need a point guard to run a play. Ron Dennison will miss that 3. And Jordan Rios once again secures a defensive rebound.
Ralph Robin, 6th straight game in double figures, 11 points, just 4 of 13 shooting though from the field. And we talked about how etong Imus, if they could sustain this in the second half, and after putting up, they had 53 points in the first half.
Yes.
They've only put up 18 in the second half.
That's right. They had 11 in the third. And, that much here in the fourth.
4 seconds left on the shot clock. Robin, high arcing three, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Balong Marquez. That's been a problem for Imus.
Yeah.
Ralph Robin with a floater. We have a timeout. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth.
Sumasaya kapag may laway nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat laway nagkakaisa. Kaya yung malalig ang pagmamahal. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang
Tono Ontiveros is back on the floor. Pwede pa niyang dagdagan yung kanyang output.
Yes. And I like the new look high socks. I don't think he's ever played with that length ng medyas.
Hindi. Never ko siya nakitang nakaganyan dati.
Palaging low socks yan.
Don trying to shake off Sombrero. Oh, traveled, yeah. He knew it. Started to gain recognition when he played in the NBA.
Yeah.
Way back. Oy, hindi ka naman doon.
Hindi ka naman doon.
O yan, no?
Maki,
Lupit talaga ng
pagkakataon
FD
yan. Oo,
namin,
iba.
eh.
Iba yung FD natin. Ang daming exposure, ha?
Oo. Ito, ang FD na unang-unang upo, napakadaming exposure agad sa camera.
Kaya nga.
Ha?
Bakit nga ba?
Approaching the 3-minute mark of the fourth. Started with the Cebu Gems. I remember that squad. So they had Stephen Padilla there. Kung maalala mo, si Arnold Gamboa.
Oo, si Arnold Gamboa, oo naman. But you like how Don Ontiveros has actually evolved his playing style as well. Now, even here, one might say na sa stage ng kanyang edad, still goes to the basics of the game, you know? Very little multiple dribbles, a lot of footwork, you know,
Yeah.
learning to conserve, you know, his energy, understands when and when not to cut. And that goes with, you know, the maturity of playing the game.
Saan naalala ko, Coach Mike, as ball was batted around, he was supposed to play for a school in Manila. Then when the NBA got in, doon na, no, nagkaroon siya ng opportunity that was too hard to pass up, playing for his hometown, the Cebu Gems,
Yeah.
in the NBA, where they made it all the way to the South Division Finals that time. Hindi, mabot sila finals. 1999 pala. Kalaban nila, sila Alex Compton, sila Gilbert Dimape, Romel Atukul.
Yeah, si Dimape.
Oh, mabot ng finals yun. Manila versus Cebu.
Yeah,
We're
like-
entering the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
You know, kita mo yung drive na yun ni Mark Meneses. That was with the intent really to score. Hindi para maitawid lang yung bola sa kabila. He was looking to score. And again, it goes back to the maturity of a Mark Meneses.
91-77. Imus, unfortunately, after that impressive first half, Coach Mike, things went downhill in the last 2 quarters para sa kanila.
Oh, and only because they heeded the instructions of Coach Alvin Morante. Hindi tayo dumidepensa, hindi nila tayo nararamdaman. We were not that physical on them, kaya wala silang turnover. And soon as the third quarter went, you know, you could see that they were making Imus feel that there was a defensive body right in front of them, that it was not always going to be a clear path for the man and the ball. That somebody's always going to play those passing lanes. And to force them into, how many turnovers? 9 turnovers.
Lahat sa
All
second
in the
half.
second half. Speaks in volumes of the commitment sa depensa na binigay ni Coach Alden para dito sa Cebu Grace.
Ontiveros shot fake. That is ice that I was talking about with this. Cebu looking good. Kasi yung mga unang 5 laban nila, Coach Mike, ang bibigat eh.
Yes.
They opened up against Rizal, had that impressive start, then lost to the San Juan Knights. That was the first game of Mike Phillips. And then that finish against Batangas City where all seemed lost for them, but managed to pull through, got that win. Then natalo sila sa Basilan, then bounced back against Bataan. This free throw brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompleto ang appliance brand ng Pilipinas. So those teams, Rizal, San Juan, Batangas, Basilan, Bataan, all above 500, Coach Mike.
Oo. And then clearly, yung mga larong ganyan, yan yung, they always say, to beat the best, you have to beat the really good ones. And so for you to go through those games really defines the team character and I guess yung resilience rin. No? Nice drive here by Ivan Beitiong.
And just when you look back, the kind of season they had last year, where they started off 4-12,
Yep.
they suffered blowout loss after blowout loss, then the revamp came,
Yes.
made their run all the way to the play-in.
If there's one thing that has actually improved in this game significantly for Cebu is their shooting. They shoot the ball very well actually from the free throw line, but it's on the field na medyo, kind of average yung kanilang performance, and maybe taking care of that ball. In the first half, how many turnovers did they have?
5.
The 5 turnovers. Second half, you only have 3 turnovers, which is pretty good. You have a team that scores 91, shoots 50% from the field, 41% from 3, and commits only 3 turnovers in the second half. You know that you have a good one for the Imus, for the Cebu Greats.
Dondon Hontiveros coming up with a block for good measure to cap off this comeback victory by the Cebu Greats, beating Imus behind a strong second half. And this guy, our best player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. The Cebuano hotshot, Dondon Hontiveros, sizzling for 18 points, 6 triples, and boy, what a magnificent performance for the guy who will just turn 49 years old next month.
And he did all that in only 18 minutes of play. Let's not forget the 3 assists, and he too was finding out where his teammates were. And just, again, another good example of shooting from Dondon Hontiveros.
91-77 our final score. Let's go courtside to Lyra.
Thank you, Ken. Coach Dondon, grabe yung second half takeover ninyo. Kudos also to Mark Meneses. Momentum shift talaga on that second half na para bang ibang team kayo. Anong nag-spark ng offensive explosion ninyo?
Well, I think it started with Coach Aldrin reminding us na kahit ganun yung pagkatalo ng Imus, they won't be the same team in their previous game. So obviously, they showed it. Ganda ng mga tira nila. Late kami sa challenges, but we adjusted. And yun nga, matangkad yung lineup namin sa third quarter. And the goal was really to switch everything and challenge every shot. So yun, pumapasok naman yung tira. I guess it started with defense.
And Coach, your experience also really showed tonight. Cebuano hotshot still making waves. How important was composure, of course, in leading that offensive turnaround?
Well, I think ipakita mo lang talaga sa mga bata na yun nga, even if you're down in the first half against a team who struggled the previous game, you have to stay composed. Yun nga, every play, you have to focus on defense. Pero papasok din naman talaga yung tira eh. And the other guys stepped up. And yun, we would have wished na ma-sustain talaga namin yon. But I think fair enough that maganda yung second half namin.
Coach, may mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan?
Marami. Of course, Boss Sam Lato, M. Justinet, Easy Tech. Salamat sa pakain last time. Caesar's Apparel, Governor Pam, Doc Janos, Engineer Medel Torres, Raymond from Alpha Mart, and of course, Mayor Arbison sa Luok Sulo and si Mods. So maraming salamat sa suporta and hopefully we get to go back to Sulo. Sa mga taga Cebu, daghang salamat sa suporta. Amping mo diya. Nari sila diri. Thank you, God bless.
Truly instrumental in making Cebu great. Congratulations, Don Hontiveros. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Congratulations to Cebu. Don Hontiveros with a vintage performance. Tomorrow, sa One Arena pa rin po tayo. 4 p.m. game between San Juan and Zamboanga, followed by Manila and Ilagan Isabela. And then the Jensen Warriors take on the Valenzuela Dark Horse. And that's gonna do it for coverage for tonight from the Cainta Rizal. On behalf of Coach Mike Perez, Miss Lyra Punzalan, and our entire crew. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas.